Hey everybody, Brett Seipels here from Seipels Records, coming at you with another uh, monthly take-home video. So this is going to be for March, and I'm sorry that it's a little late. It's been a weird last couple weeks. I was actually out of the store a couple Saturdays, which was strange. I went to Squared Circle Expo in Indianapolis and got to meet my favorite wrestler of all time, Sting, which was awesome. Also got to meet Eric Bischoff, which was great. So I had a good time, doing that. Hung out with my buddies from the Diner podcast. If you haven't checked them out, please do so. And then the next Saturday, I played the 25th anniversary show with Two Pump Chump, the band that I play with down in Louisville, which was a ton of fun. One of those shows where I just didn't want to stop playing, which isn't always the case sometimes. So it was a lot of fun. Got to see a lot of people that I hadn't seen in a long time, so that was good. March was another awesome month for the store. I really appreciate that. While we're at it, Record Store Day. So I haven't really talked a whole lot about it. A lot of people have asked me about it. You have to apply for Record Store Day to be able to do it and order the stuff and all that. I missed the cutoff to be able to do it for this current one. So I put my stuff in. Hopefully it gets approved and I can do the Black Friday one. But we won't be doing Record Store Day stuff this weekend. I will open early. I think I'm going to open at 9. There is another store here in Terre Haute that is doing Record Store Day. They've done it, I don't know, 3 or 4 times now, called the Local Vinyl. So I believe they open at 8. Go there, get your Record Store Day stuff, and then come see us after. I do think I'm going to run some specials on some stuff. Discount stuff, I think I'm going to do, 4 for $1. Got to buy 4, to kind of blow that stuff out. Probably 10% off used vinyl and equipment in the store, like speakers and stereo stuff. But, be sure to mention this video if you want to get those deals. So anyway, I've got quite a bit of stuff to get through. There's a lot of cassettes, and there's actually more records than what I thought there was. So we'll just dive into it. All right, so got a couple of Metallica singles. So Hero of the Day and The Memory Remains. I had Memory Remains already, but the cardboard wasn't the best. So these are upgrades. If you know me, you know that I love Load and Reload, and more specifically, Load. I always say that Ride the Lightning is my favorite Metallica record, and it probably is, but man, Load is just so close. I don't care what the elitists say. It's just really freaking good. So if you're one of those people that think that Metallica was done after And Justice for All, that's fine. That's your opinion. But had they have not done the Black Album and Load and Reload and all that stuff, they would just be another thrash band from the 80s that a small group of people, go see at small clubs. So, yeah. So these are super cool. Anything Metallica. And actually, it's funny because when I was growing up, this was like the logo, in the 90s. And I liked it then, but then as I got older, I'm like, oh man, the classic logo, with the points and stuff, is so much cooler. But now I love anything with this logo just because it takes me back, to that stuff. So I have a lot of Alan Jackson cassettes here. I started collecting a bunch of variants of Alan Jackson stuff, you know, just as it comes into the store. So I'll just run through these real quick. Alan Jackson Greatest Hits collection. I actually have this in my player right now. That's why there's no tape in there. This one I had never seen before. Alan Jackson Under the Influence. Pretty cool. This is I believe this is all covers. I haven't listened to it yet, but Alan Jackson. This I don't believe I had. I actually had it in the store, but it's and A Lot About Living, a Little About Love. I have our original that we had when we were kids, but for some reason the spine is like missing from the J card. So I got this to not replace it, but you know, just to have one that was complete. There's a couple, and I think the same thing with this. I got a Here in the Real World. Again, I don't know what my sister or I did to these tapes when we were kids. Oh, this one's got the full J card in the back. If that makes sense. That's probably why I kept it. It's probably a newer, like, reissue. I should probably do my research before I start doing these, but and here I have 3 different Here in the Real Worlds. So if you look at these two, they are they kind of look like the image is better on one than it is the other, and then the actual like text on the tapes are different. Sorry, I'm trying to get the glare off of there, but yeah, different. So gotta keep those. And then this one is another like newer like reissue. So totally different J card, totally different spine, different tape, all that stuff. So there's that. I got a 38 Special Tour de Force that I didn't have for some reason. I'm not sure why. I got a Hanson 3-car garage on cassette. You never see that. Like, I remember, you know, when this came out. I need to listen to it, but yeah, just super cool. Also got the new Judas Priest Invincible Shield red cassette. I haven't opened it yet. You know, I have the vinyl and it's killer. I'll probably just leave this sealed, but you never know. I didn't realize this was here, but there's another Alan Jackson Greatest Hits. I'm not sure why I have both, but maybe the tapes are different. I'll figure that out. I'm not a rap person. You know, when I was in middle school, I had the Chronic 2001, Jay-Z Volume 3, and the Marshall Mathers LP. And those were like, that was like the CDs that I had as far as rap goes. I ended up trading, I don't know, a couple of those to my best friend Dave for his dad's copy of Black Sabbath Sabotage on vinyl and Kiss Destroyer that had the record was broken, but I felt like it was a good trade. It was a good trade for Dave because, you know, he wasn't out on anything. I just kind of took his dad's record, so sorry about that, Mike. But when I was in like 5th grade, Coolio got really hot, and I really liked Gangsta's Paradise like everybody does. So I got a sealed Coolio Too Hot single. I might have to open this. We'll see. But yeah, super cool. I got a Spice Girls Spice Up Your Life single. I believe I had this one when I was a kid. I know I had To Become One. Say You'll Be There, and I Think This on Single. So I'm trying to replace those. I don't know whatever happened to the original ones that I had. I got a Molly Hatchet, Take No Prisoners. I didn't have this one. I'm not a huge fan of Take No Prisoners or Beating the Odds, just because they have a different singer. But there's some good songs on there, and when Danny Joe Brown sings them on the live record, I really dig that. So this Molly Hatchet, When Lightning Strikes, this is one of the later albums after Danny Joe Brown had come back. Kind of a tough record to find. I don't know how tough the cassette is, but this tape ended up breaking, so that sucks, but I'm gonna have to replace that, but I'm gonna keep it for now. 38 Special Flashback. I thought I had this, but apparently I didn't. And then a couple more Molly Hatchet, Flirting with Disaster. I believe the catalog number on this one was different than the one that I had. This is J-E-T, and the other one was probably P-E-T or something. And then also The Deed Is Done, another later one. And maybe this one was the one that broke. No, it's the other one. This one's good. It's got the... All right, so I think that's it for cassettes. I'm sure you're all like, thank God. Random, but a guy that comes into the store that sells me stuff sometimes brought me this double bass drumming VHS tape by Joe Franco, which is awesome. I cannot wait to watch this. I actually need to take it back to the store and put it on the TV there and just see what it's about. Also, so I've got 2 CDs. I'll show them both. One isn't a huge deal, but so this is a bootleg counterfeit of Kiss Carnival of Souls. It's called Carnival of Lost Souls. It's got some different, titles for the tracks on there. That album, hadn't come out, and then it got leaked, and then people were making, tapes and CDs of it. So a friend of mine, Brian Hughes, brought this in, and I decided to keep it for myself, just for the collection. And then I also got a, which I need to clean this off, Henry Lee Summer, Way Past Midnight. Wouldn't be a Disciples Records take-home video without some Henry Lee. I'm going to try and get, all of his stuff on cassette and CD. Some of these, this isn't I have a European copy of this on vinyl. They didn't put it out in the US, but some of his later, like 90s and early 2000s stuff can get really freaking pricey. So, all right, I got a few 45s, a couple local things. So when I was going through records at the store, I found I think it was a Roy Acuff record that had Uyghur's Record Shop or something stamped on the back of the jacket. And it was a Terre Haute thing, so I started looking that up. And Harry Uyghur had a record store here, and he was a country artist and had, some mild success. I tried reaching out to his daughter, and I was hoping to get some pictures or some stories or whatever from her about the record store here in Terre Haute, but she never got back with me. So yeah, it is what it is. But I found one of his 45s, which is, awesome. It's on what is this, Ream. So Back Home Again in Indiana, and The Ballad of Jimmy Bryan. So that's cool. I think I've said it before, anything local I try to keep regardless of condition. You just never know. And then I also got David Riley, Country Woman. I don't know David personally. This is, you know, country stuff. Apparently he's a Clinton, Indiana guy, not too far from here. So David, if you somehow see this, or if anybody that knows you sees this, stop in the shop sometime, man. I would love to chat with you. So yeah, this is cool. Love local stuff. And it doesn't even really matter what type of music it is, you know. And then so I got Hank Williams Jr., Young Country, and Buck Naked. I don't think I had that. And then I also got the Eurythmics I Need a Man 45 picture sleeve. Look at that. Ridiculous. Yeah, so that's super cool. Had to keep it RCA. And all these need clean, so don't give me crap about doing that. Okay, on to records. So, if you watched my last video, I got a sealed copy of Kiss Rock and Roll Over. It was an RCA Club Edition, and it's got the blue teardrop misprint, printing error on Paul's face. I opened this in the last video. Check that out, super cool. I need to find my other copy that I have and put it up for sale. I got a Kiss Hotter Than Hell. What's cool about this is one side of the label is blank. They just didn't print it on there. So yeah, side 2. So this is side 1 and side 2. I think those things are super cool. I don't spend a lot of money on them. It's just kind of, you know, it just is what it is. Just cool to have if you can get them, you know, cheap. I think I bought a couple of records to get that one. So this is super cool. These really don't come up that often. They're super, super rare. This was an upgrade for me. So this is a Kiss Music from the Elder. This is a Plant 53 record. But it has the insert sheet. Not an inner sleeve, but a lyric insert sheet. Super rare. And this one is super clean. The one I had before, which I sent to my friend Brian Foster, was like folded up and had some stains on it. Still super cool to have, and you know, Brian seemed very happy about getting it. So a ridiculous story with that record, actually. I found it on eBay, bought it. The guy tried to get me to pay him twice for it. I ended up calling him on the phone, and he told me I was being shady, which in turn he was the one being shady. And so I got mad, and he ended up like relisting the record. My buddy Brian bought it for me. He went through kind of a ridiculous thing with the guy, not as bad as me, but ended up sending me the record, which was extremely nice. He didn't have to do that, and you know, he didn't have it, so it would be hard for me to send something, you know, to someone else that I bought that I didn't have. But he did it, and once I got the upgrade, I sold the original one to him, so that was good. Thanks, Brian. I haven't opened this yet, but I had ordered some stuff for the store and then decided to keep this. This is the Rush 2112 Deluxe 40th Anniversary Edition. There's obviously the record, you know, the normal 2112 record on here. There are some covers, and there's a live version of them playing the whole first side in live at Massey Hall 1976. And then there's some other like random live stuff. I think this is 3 disc, so it's quite large. This is it's not an original, it's just a reissue on black vinyl of Almost Famous, one of my favorite movies of all time. I have a lot of great memories of watching this, you know, growing up. Got this cool gatefold. The cover is like a matte finish, but her glasses are glossy, which is cool. I had ordered a couple copies of this, and I don't even know if, I can't remember if they were colored vinyl or what, but they got back ordered, and then I finally just ordered one of these for myself. I need to listen to it though. But that's cool to have. Alice Cooper, Hey Stupid. I didn't have this record. This is a music on vinyl edition. Sounds pretty good. Anything else Cooper gotta have? I actually have a couple of his stuff here. I really like the music on vinyl stuff. I wish that their resealable things were a little nicer. You know, they have a seam on the side and they can split, which sucks, but it just is what it is. But most of the pressings of their stuff seem to be really good. These 2 things just came out last month. This is Alice Cooper Theater of Death live at Hammersmith 2009. Is that? Yeah, red vinyl. I totally forgot. I listened to it at the store, and you know, lots of good stuff. Love the Coop. One thing that I really hate, I think these are pressed in Germany. Whoever is doing this shit, where they just put this sticker like on the jacket, a lot of the newer Alice Cooper stuff has had that, and that sucks. Put that on the shrink or whatever. Like, I don't understand why you have to put that on the jacket. It just looks stupid. But yeah, killer stuff. This is the new $1 Billion Babies deluxe edition. It's got a ton of live stuff, and I think there's some demos on there maybe. I haven't listened to this yet. I haven't had time. It's 3 discs. They've done Killer, School's Out, and $1 Billion Babies now, and these all sound awesome. So this is a Warner Rhino edition. So super cool textured cover and all that stuff, and just really thick jacket because it's 3 discs. But check that out. I think I still have one at the store. They're $70, and that's just what they cost. When I posted this one, everybody like lost their mind. But this is Hanson, Middle of Nowhere. I think orange and yellow vinyl. I couldn't find distributing on this for the store, and maybe I need to look a little harder at some other distributors, but I ordered this, you know, from Universal Music for myself. I'll just open it up and show you the color. Oh, so I was wrong. Green on one of the discs. Surely the other one's orange. I don't know why they would do green. You would think it'd be like yellow and orange, but maybe they didn't want to do that. But yeah, orange. Say what you want. There was a period of time in my life where, you know, Hanson and the Spice Girls were a really huge deal for a hot minute. And again, I have a lot of really fond memories with my friend Sonny growing up next to me. I remember waking up. I used to have like a really little TV with a built-in VCR, and I had it in the corner of my room on top of my dresser, and I can't remember. I want to say my mom like woke me up for this, but the Spice Girls and Hanson were on Regis and Kathy Lee, and you know, I remember watching it. I think I even taped it. I don't know whatever happened to that tape, but right afterwards, Sunny called me and she was like, "Did you see that?" And I was like, "Oh my God, yeah, you know, I taped it. I'm gonna watch it again." So just, I don't know, just takes me back to being, I don't know when that would have been, 96, maybe 97. So I was probably like 8 or 9 years old, but good times. And then Sunny and I would trade, like we would get all these Teen Beat, Tiger Beat, whatever magazines, and we would trade. I would trade her Hanson pictures for Spice Girl pictures. And yeah, just a good time. All right, last one, I believe, is Linkin Park Reanimation. Yeah, that's what it's called. I never had this CD when I was a kid. So this is, you know, they went through and like remixed and you know, did different things for a lot of the stuff on the first record. And this is much more hip hop than the like rock new metal stuff of Hybrid Theory. But I remember downloading this album off of, you know, Kazaa or whatever you want to call it. It turned into LimeWire, but don't worry, I've paid for it numerous times since. But I remember I had a 10-inch Pioneer subwoofer in the back of my Camaro, and there was a song on here. I can't remember which one it is. I'd have to listen to it. There was a song on here that would hit really well in my car, and I remember taking it out to my grandparents' house and showing my grandparents, you know, how hard the sub was hitting. And I just remember my grandma like cackling, just thinking it was so funny. And I'm sure my grandpa was just like, what the fuck, you know? But yeah, so that's it for March. It was a little slower with people bringing stuff in, which is fine. That stuff's starting to pick back up now. But April's going well. Like I said, the record store day stuff, I'm gonna open early, and yeah, it's always record store day at my shop, you know. So yeah, come in, go do your stuff. Like I said, go hit up the local vinyl and get your record store day stuff. If anybody wants to grab me the Eric Carr release, that would be much appreciated. I'll give you a killer deal on some stuff, or we can trade, you know, at the store. You know, I'm gonna be at the store, so I won't be able to go out and enjoy record store day like that. So I'll either have to have someone get it for me, or I'll have to just order it online afterwards. Good for me, not so great for record store day, just because that's kind of how things are going these days with it. But anyway, I think that's it. Don't worry, I'm going to be doing more videos. Hopefully I can get some more record club stuff to open. That's really the only like sealed stuff I like to open are Kiss Record Club issues. So yeah, be sure to comment below, like, subscribe, follow. Everything is at Cyples Records, and that's Facebook, Instagram. I have a TikTok that I need to update more. I have a Twitter, or an X, or a Twix that I don't really use all that often, but it's there. So be sure to follow all that stuff, and yeah, come into the store. Let's chat. Thanks, guys.